Hello, my name is Ng Lai Ying. For this individual reflection, I will be reviewing the micro-teaching lessons designed by my group for the course Teaching English in Primary Schools Developing Literacy Skills. In the lessons, sorry. So in the lessons, we focus on writing a reply letter. The target students are primary grade students, and they're learning how to write a reply letter. In terms of previous knowledge, students already learned uh, about the letter structures and some vocabularies, say the names of the school subjects and events, the sentence structures I like because, and some basic understanding of a letter format. Therefore, the core learning objectives for this lessons were twofold. First, to brainstorm ideas about the favorite subjects and school events with reasons, and second, to organize those ideas into correct format of a reply letter. The entire lessons was structured around the process writing approach, moving through stage of activation, brainstorming, planning, and collaborative drafting. And for me, I was personally responsible for the third segment, guiding students to collect and arrange their ideas using a mind map. This is really important pre-writing strategies designed to help students visually and logically organize their scattered thoughts, thereby scaffolding the content of their subsequent writing. So I'm going to evaluate my teaching practice by drawing on specific evidence from the lesson video, the feedback from my instructors and my peers, and also the theories explored in our course. Firstly, I received some comments that the key strength was my effective use of questioning and visual scaffolding to guide the learning process. This demonstrates the principle of scaffolding central to our course readings where teachers provide temporary support to help learners achieve what they cannot yet do independently. My design for the mind map activity follow a really clear I do, we do, and you do model for gradual release. I'm going to talk more about it right now. So in the video, firstly, I begin with showing two general mind map examples, and I asked my class what is the theme of the mind map. This step was really important for activating students' existing cognitive schema for categorization and association. And this also a really essential foundation concept in genre-based pedagogy, which connect to a prior experience. It's important for new learning. And I then guide the whole class to co-construct asking by asking them, when we talk about our favorite subject, what subject can you think of? And I listen ideas like English and PE on the board. This create a shared bank of ideas, providing immediate reference and support for all learners, particularly those who might struggle to initiate. And I have received some of the comments saying that I brought up so many questions to check students' understanding and elite response, positively affirmed this intentional design. For the last phase, the you do phase, I empowered students to independently create their own mind maps to reinforce their understanding of the letter structure and enable them to generate personal, meaningful content for their writing. The goal was to ensure every student understand how and why of the tool before using it independently. Well, of course, there are areas for improvement always. So I was suggested that I could use, based on the students' response, to give further questions, allow them to use more language. Upon the review, I noticed that while my questions were frequent, they sometimes serve together answer quickly to move to the next sections rather than to prompt the extent students' thinking. Also, when the students offered it is exciting as a reason for linking PE, I accept the answer, but I miss a key opportunity for contingent scaffolding, a more effective response would have been to use their language to push the elaboration. Well, that's a great word. Exciting. Can you tell me what makes PE exciting for you? Maybe it's the game, or maybe uh, the partner you're working with. So this type of following up questions actually promote a deeper meaning negotiation, encouraging students to move from a generic adjectives to a more specific, tangible reason suitable for their writing, such as because I like playing football with my teammates. So this transforms a simple exchange to a richer language development opportunity. And also, I think it's essential to clearly explain why students use the mind map during the writing test, and this will help them to understand the value as a planning tool. Because I was too focused on the how to, but I missed by explaining the strategies behind. Maybe I can tell them we are creating this mind map not just to collect ideas, but to give us a clear plan for our letter. It will help us to remember our reasons and write a more organized paragraph, not just now, but in the future. By linking the mind map to writing goals, students can actually apply these strategies in the future assignments. So let me move on to the next sections to learn something that I can learn from my group members. I really understand that this is a collaborative experience and it's really important. And I have actually learned a lot from my peers. First, I would like to mention about Jenny, her introduction and revision. She really precise and engaged schema activation. Her simple prompt. Last week, we received something from Jackie. Do you remember what it was? It instantly encoded the lessons in a really familiar context. It was a masterclass in seamlessly linking prior knowledge to a new task, setting a confident tone for the entire class. And next, Stephanie, she demonstrates the effectiveness of a well-structured multi-steps worksheets by creating a secure step-by-step path for language productions. Her design, moving from the vocabulary recall to the personal writing and then to pre-review, which naturally integrate practice with third-person singular grammar to a meaningful communicative task. This showed me how a single well-crafted activity can simultaneously serve multiple learning project objectives. And last but not least, I would like to mention the teacher's Christy, as I remember her name. And she played as a really professional co-constructor in the whole class writing section. Instead of just presenting the model letter, she skillfully elicits sentence from students asking how to write that in one sentence. Can one of you try? This made the writing process transparent and democratic, significantly reducing the potential anxiety of facing a blank page alone and building a collective ownership over the final texts. To conclude, this micro teaching was really invaluable exercise in translating the theories of our course into concrete classroom practice. And I've learned a lot. The importance of combining the effective visual scaffold with quality dialogue during writing instructions. And these sections actually strengthen my questioning techniques and can enhance students' engagement and promote a deeper language learning. And also, my path for growth is to refine, I understand that it's to refine my interactive questions technique to foster a more dialogic and exploratory conversation to deeper students' thinking and learning use in the moment. I'm really grateful for the collaborations and insight from my group mates. Thank you.